Well, let me just start out by saying I did hear a rumor that you were no longer wanting to be known as the Party. Is that true, that you're kind of rebelling against that nickname?
No, the Party's just getting started. You know, it was kind of a battle between me and my managers and Uriah. Uriah was the one who gave me the nickname, actually, and I guess I kind of earned it in a way or the other, but my managers didn't think it was a good nickname for sponsors and stuff like that, but my performances in the cage speak for themselves, and there's many different ways that we can use the Party as a nickname. So the it's sticking around, and I got a couple people to solidify that for me, like TJ Lavin and Uriah Faber. They both kind of talked to me, and they're like, "You got to go with it. It's your name. It's what people love. So the Party's here."
Uriah's pretty good at giving nicknames. I know he's handed out a couple of them over the years. Are you at liberty to discuss where the Party came from?
Well, one of the first stories he heard about me was my very first team meeting with Ohio State when I first went to Ohio State. And it was an athlete meeting for all athletes. There's 900 some athletes at Ohio State. And it was in front of the athletic director. And I showed up late, and I walked in the front door, and I was like, I'm here for the gangbang. And it's like when you're 19 years old and you don't really think about what you say before you say it. And that was one of the first stories Faber heard about me, and he was just like, "You got to be the Party." I mean, saying something like that at an athlete meeting in front of the athletic director and all the coaches is a little out there. So I guess that's where it came from.
That's fantastic. Well, let's talk about your performance in the cage. Obviously, we saw you in June. Fantastic win for you over a seasoned veteran. Talk about your performance there and just kind of really where you feel you're at in your career. I mean, definitely one of your more dominant performances.
Yeah, my last fight against Hordecki was a great win for me, and it was good to get the finish in the first round. And I just feel like I'm getting better each fight and in between each fight. So I don't think it matters who they put in front of me. I think it's just another opportunity for me to shine. And you know, I'm looking at putting myself in the top 10. I feel like I'm already a top 10 fighter in the world in any organization, but it's kind of getting that. You don't really get the respect until you do fight another top 10 opponent. So, I mean, that's, you know, I just got to keep winning fights.
I did want to ask you about that because obviously you're part of a fantastic team and they've built their name up, and rightfully so. I mean, some of the top contenders in the world. But I think hardcores that realize that your skill is on par with the rest of your team. But do you feel like it's been a little slow for you to get the same respect that they get?
I don't really look at it that way. I look at it as, you know, I train with the best guys and compete with the best guys in the gym every day. And, you know, I feel myself as one of the most dominant guys in the world in the sport. And as far as getting the respect that I do or don't get, it's fine with me. I'm just going to continue to win. And, you know, if it's to get to that next level and to win that UFC belt eventually, which is my ultimate goal at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to have to go and beat all those guys eventually anyway. So I'm just going to keep winning here and enjoy my time with World Series of Fighting. And they treat me well, so I have nothing to be mad about here.
I was going to say, talk about your time. As you said, you know, most fighters do want to see themselves in the UFC someday, but World Series of Fighting doing a good job building. It seems like they're moving in the right direction. What's your thought of being a part of their roster and what they're accomplishing right now?
I love being a part of World Series of Fighting, and what they're doing for the sport is great. I mean, it's great to be with an organization that's still growing as I grow my career, and World Series is growing at the same time. So I feel like we're going together, and that's what's cool about it. So you know, for now I'm with World Series of Fighting, and they've done nothing but take care of me. So, you know, they've given me good fights, and they've helped better my career from my very first fight with them. So, you know, nothing but love.
I thought one thing that might help you get a little bit more respect is beating Georgi Karakhanyan, and I was really kind of surprised to see him leave to another promotion. I thought maybe that was a fight that was going to be set up. What do you think? I mean, was there a part of you that wants that fight back? Do you feel like he ducked out on you and owed you one before he left?
I do kind of feel that way a little bit, but I don't really feel like I need to fight him again because I beat the guy that beat him. So in a way, I feel like by power rule that I beat him indirectly. So, you know, that's always a fight that I'm going to want back, but it's also a fight that I'm glad that I had, you know, on short notice, and going in there and performing the way I did before I got caught was, you you know, it was great. It was great for my career, and it was great to help me kind of get that fire to, you know, to go out there and continue to get better between each fight and not kind of sit on my laurels with, at the time I was undefeated. So.
What is the next move for you right now? Has it been revealed? I haven't seen an official announcement as far as what's coming next.
Nothing's been announced yet. I'm looking to fight in December in Vegas for World Series, but I don't have an opponent yet, and I'm just continuing to get better, stay in the gym, keep training. That's about 12 weeks out, so hopefully we'll hear something soon.